The auction house in the city of Verelion buzzed with chatter, flickering holo panels, and the soft thump of expensive shoes on polished black marble. Lucan Meyer, a quiet antique dealer from the southern districts, had no idea what had led him here. He'd come chasing a cryptic note. Lot number 97. Don't ask questions. You'll understand why. Lucan wasn't the kind of man who bid without knowledge, especially in a room where the average guest had bodyguards and blood money. He adjusted the collar of his grey tunic, eyes scanning the crowd of politicians, crime lords, and black market collectors. He didn't belong here. Yet as the auctioneer's voice echoed through the air, his fingers twitched. Lot number 93, the dagger of Cyril the Butcher, 8 million credits. Lot number 94, frozen Kryn beast heart, 12 million. The numbers climbed. Rare weapons, alien organs, banned tech, all sold to the highest bidder. Lucan's heart pounded. Lot number 97, the auctioneer finally announced. A quiet fell. Even the murmuring crowd straightened in their seats. A mystery lot. Highly classified. No previews. As per seller's request, no scans allowed. People whispered. Lucan's hand raised slowly, trembling. 100,000 credits, he said, voice dry. Someone laughed. That's all. 2 million, a woman in crimson declared. 3, barked a lizard-like merchant with golden rings on every talon. Lucan's lips moved on instinct. 10 million. The room stilled. Eyes turned to him, many confused, some amused. Who was this plain man with dust on his boots bidding millions? The auctioneer smirked. 10 million credits. Final call. No one else spoke. Sold. A hollow thump echoed as the gavel dropped. Lucan barely breathed. He wasn't rich. That money would cost him everything, his shop, his savings, even the piece of land his family had passed down. What had he just done? Behind the stage, mechanical doors hissed open. From the shadows emerged 2 armored guards dragging a figure between them. Lucan's breath left his lungs. It was a girl. Or, at least, she looked like one. Tall, slender, and covered in grime and bruises, her pale skin shimmered faintly under the lights. Long white silver hair matted with blood framed a face too delicate, too alien. Her eyes glowed faintly blue beneath heavy lashes. But it was the chains, the cruel, jagged ones locked around her wrists and neck, that made Lucan stand. "What is this?" he said, voice low. The auctioneer smiled thinly. "Your mystery prize. Congratulations." "I didn't buy a person." "She's not a person," the auctioneer replied. "She's classified as property, artificial hybrid, not recognized under interstellar law. Experimental biotech. Also the seller claims." Lucan didn't hear the rest. He was already walking to her. She swayed on her knees, barely conscious. Blood stained her thin tunic, and a soft whimper escaped her lips as the guards let her drop to the floor. He knelt beside her. She flinched. "I won't hurt you," he whispered. "Can you hear me?" Her eyes flicked open, the blue glow dim but present. She didn't speak, only stared. He could see pain, fear, and something else. Desperation. Lucan turned to the auctioneer. "Get those chains off her." "Not our responsibility. She's yours now. Have fun." The auctioneer waved them off and moved to the next lot, already calling out the price of a mindworm symbiote. Lucan gently scooped the girl into his arms. She was light. Too light. Her breathing was shallow, ragged. He carried her through the back exit. No one stopped him. Chapter 2. The Silence Between Stars. Lucan's workshop smelled of old paper, oil, and wood polish. He laid the girl gently on the padded table where he normally restored antique machines. She moaned, curling in on herself, the chains clinking with every movement. "All right," he said quietly, more to himself than her. "Let's get those off." It took him an hour. The metal was like nothing he'd seen, dense, semi-organic, and fused to her skin. His tools barely scratched them. Finally, he used a plasma thread cutter. It left burns on his own fingers, but after carefully working through the locks, the chains hissed and released. The girl gasped as if coming out of cold water, collapsing fully into unconsciousness. He covered her with a warm blanket, checked her wounds, and applied Medigel where he could. "Who are you?" he murmured. For 2 days, she slept. On the third morning, Lucan was sorting relics when he heard movement. He turned and saw her standing in the doorway, draped in the blanket like a robe. Her hair fell around her shoulders, cleaner now, shimmering faintly like a moonlit stream. "You're awake," he said. She stared, wary. "I made food. It's not great, but you need it." She stepped forward slowly. Her bare feet didn't make a sound. She sat, eyes never leaving him, and took a spoonful of stew. She flinched at the heat, then devoured the rest. Lucan smiled. "I'm Lucan. You don't have to tell me your name. But if you want to." There was silence. Then, softly, in a melodic voice, "Soraya." He blinked. "Soraya." She nodded once. Lucan set down his tools. "What did they do to you?" She looked away. Her fingers trembled around the bowl. "I was made. Not born. Grown for one purpose." Her voice broke like wind through ice. "Weapon. Slave. I ran. They hunted me. Someone caught me. Sold me." Lucan's stomach twisted. "You're free now." She looked at him with an expression he couldn't name. No one is ever free. Chapter 3. Bonds forged in silence. Weeks passed. Soraya rarely spoke, but she listened. She helped quietly, sweeping floors, repairing old tech with uncanny speed. Her fingers moved like they knew machines at a molecular level. Lucan never questioned it. Every night, she sat on the rooftop, staring at the stars. One evening, Lucan joined her. "You looking for a way back?" "I have no home," she said. "But I do watch the ships." "To escape?" "No. To see which ones are looking for me." Lucan paused. "You think they're still hunting you?" "They always hunt what they can't control." He nodded slowly. "Then we'll stay hidden. Together." She blinked. "Together?" He looked at her. "You're not my property, Soraya. You never were. You can leave whenever you want. But if you stay, I won't let anyone take you again." She said nothing, but her shoulders softened. For the first time, she leaned slightly against him. Chapter 4. Fire in the Sky. It happened 3 months later. Lucan was returning from the marketplace when the sky turned red. Screams echoed. A black ship hovered above the city, sleek, silent, predatory. It wasn't from Earth. It didn't need to be. Lucan dropped the supplies and ran. He burst into the workshop just as Soraya turned toward the window. Her eyes widened. She didn't look surprised, only resigned. "They found me," she whispered. "No," Lucan said, grabbing her hand. "We're running." "There's nowhere to run." She stepped outside as the ship's side opened and 5 armored figures descended in a gravity field. Their weapons crackled with violet energy. Lucan moved in front of her. "Out of the way, human," one barked.